No Neymar tonight. Preliminaries complete. Mbappé through the middle. Slice clearance by ter Stegen. PSG showing early intent. Mbappé again. Marc Verratti has to be careful. He's one player who is a yellow card away from a suspension and produced a stunning spectacle across the two fixtures. PSG winning 4-0 in France, Barca then winning through. Messi will stay at the club, and certainly Barcelona in La Liga have improved in recent weeks. Nearly outsmarted again by Jordi Alba. But this is where PSG are at their best, when they have the opportunity to counter. The pace of Mbappé coming into play. As a coach in the UEFA Champions League was the final back in 2019 when Tottenham Hotspur were beaten by Liverpool in Madrid. Kazawa. Mbappé. Solid challenge by Dest. Helped away by Griezmann. Wrestling match between Mbappé and Dest. Jab forward by De Jong. Kazawa. Mbappé set up that chance for Icardi. PSG made a sluggish start to their start in this year's campaign. Flag has stayed down, and it's an important intervention by Pedri. When the youngster got back to bail his teammates out then, it was a really good opportunity for Mauro Icardi.
He doesn't make the most of it. Icardi, it's a sloppy ball inside to Pedri, who gives it away. And Icardi on his left foot would hope to do better with that. It was a really poor strike on goal. Icardi, not a very convincing strike, was it, with his left foot, not his favoured side. And
Kazawa. Mbappé taking on Piqué.
Latches onto anything, sees the opportunity, takes it. It's just a shame Dembele wasn't quite in the same mindset.
This challenge has been penalised. An opportunity for PSG to apply a little bit more pressure. Mbappé. Mbappé tackled himself then. Played his 100th game for Barca at the weekend against Alaves when he came on as a substitute, a game that Barca won 5-1. Really has lived up to expectations. Nothing cagey about the way that these two have set up or how they're playing. Florenzi. Mbappé with the back heel, which nearly came off for him. Kazawa. Mbappé. They're level. Kylian Mbappé. A brilliant finish. Barca stretched defensively and punished. Crucially for PSG as well, it's an away goal.
Well, this game now really starting to live up to the billing. We've seen some super football. We're now seeing a really good goal, but the Barcelona defenders, Piqué looking in disbelief, but there was some statuesque defending once the ball arrived in the box. So much space out wide. Dest's incredibly narrow. The cut back in, it's a really nice flick, but from here on in, it's just a little bit pedestrian for me from Barcelona. The recovery from Piqué. It's a good first touch from Mbappé. And that is a good finish, I have to say. It's not easy from that angle. Goes high into the near post to Stegen, very close range. Brilliant finish from the young PSG player.
Mbappé on his way again. Shoulder to shoulder with Serginho Dest. Kurzawa. It's a decent stop by Ter Stegen. Kurzawa just managing to angle the ball between Piqué's legs.
Yes, this left-hand flank again for PSG. Mbappé's got too much at the moment, pace, power. Picks out Kurzawa, who makes the run inside brilliantly, and that is a decent touch from Ter Stegen.
Mbappé. Mbappé thinking about going through the gears and then taking on Dest. Put behind for a corner. Barca are claiming that Dest was almost manhandled out of the way then by Mbappé.
I think he was, but
Dest again sticking close to Mbappé. Bjorn Kuipers is going to step in and have a word with him.
ended up giving a corner away really loosely.
Final minute of the first half, so important that Barca keep their concentration. My word, how close was that? Icardi with the header.
It's a great move from him. Came from the middle across the front, gets across Piqué.
Barca had other opportunities before PSG drew level through Kylian Mbappé. Mbappé outstanding. Moiskin. Mbappé. Ter Stegen scrambling across his goal.
He didn't seem convinced, Ter Stegen. He was happy this was going wide. He comes onto his right foot. Not too much pace on the shot to really trouble the goalkeeper.
And Herrera. Florenzi. Mbappé. Leipzig winning through with PSG. Reduced the average age of the team, and he's been able to achieve that. No Fate this evening. Another youngster who's been sensational in his time with Barca. Mbappé. Verratti. Released the ball to Griezmann. Now there's an opportunity for PSG to bounce back with Mbappé. Paredes. Mbappé being held back there by Piqué's challenge. And what a save that is by Ter Stegen to keep out Moiskin. Just wonder if Bjorn Kuipers will revisit that and produce a card for Gerard Piqué. Almost had the shirt off his back then. Mbappé on his way again. Champions League, the missing prize for PSG and their Qatari owners. Reached the final last season, beaten by Bayern Munich in Lisbon in the final. Verratti. Here's Mbappé. Herrera. Rolling away from Mbappé, who showed great strength again. Determined to boss this second half. Icardi. Now Mbappé. Game that was billed as Messi against Ronaldo. Florenzi. And battered in by Mbappé. Barcelona creating their own problems again. The width found by PSG has been Barca's undoing. Nothing really on for them, but Florenzi didn't give up on that, and neither did Kylian Mbappé, who's claimed his second of the night. And a second goal so damaging for Barca, given it's a second away goal. VAR is checking, however.
or this evening really has all been about Kylian Mbappé, but looking at that freeze frame, you have a feeling that this is going to be given offside. They spring the Barcelona defence with a wide pass again. There always seems to be space wide. Piqué doesn't deal with the cross, and Mbappe's there to hammer it home. And then you have Piqué in the middle, who's struggling to get out as well. He really is opening up for Mbappé at the moment.
Mbappe's got 2, he's looking for 3. He's scored 3 in the Champions League previously. Paredes. Mbappé tangling with his international teammate Griezmann.
It was a purely accidental collision. I think he just catches Mbappe's ankle, Griezmann, as he's trying to shepherd this ball out. Just here, stamps on the outside of his right boot.
Didn't he, as a teenager, when Monaco got to the semi-finals of the Champions League? Mbappé again on his way, taking on Dest, beyond Dest, but denied by ter Stegen.
It's just devastating for Barcelona whenever they work it wide into that area, and he has space to run into Dest and Busquets.
Mbappé.
He's been at a superior level in this game.
Mbappé on his way again. Keane. On again by Mbappé. And counter at speed. Draxler, options both left and right. Mbappé, who completes the hat-trick in style. Magnificent. It's his night. It's PSG's night. Extraordinary. Not his first Champions League hat-trick. Got one against Brugge as a substitute a couple of years back. But he has stamped his authority on this season's Champions League with an outstanding performance.
Well, that is just a thing of beauty. This whole counter-attack's absolutely fabulous. I have to say, the run from Draxler, he holds it, he waits for De Jong to come, creates the space for Mbappé, and to hit that first time just tells you what kind of headspace he's in at the moment. The confidence he has to whip that with his right foot. Beautifully executed. Look at the dip, the swerve, the power.
Phenomenal performance and what has been a phenomenal night. Paredes. Mbappé. Another burst of strength from Kylian Mbappé when Pochettino was appointed in place of Thomas Tuchel, who'd had a little bit of a dig at the board by suggesting that he wasn't a politician, he was a coach. But this night in the Camp Nou in Barcelona belongs to PSG and Kylian Mbappé. A hat-trick of goals for Mbappé. A chastening defeat for Barca and Ronald Koeman. Barca having gone in front through Leo Messi from the penalty spot, the 4th penalty scored in the competition this season.